Whoa. Wonderful views here of these flowers, the distant city, I think somewhere back over there maybe. Welcome to Dan's on this Street. I am Dan. We're exploring the world city by city, as seen through Google Maps and Google Street View. And today we are in Kyrgyzstan, visiting its capital city of Bishkek. Sitting here, kind of in northern Kyrgyzstan, almost near the border of Kazakhstan there. Kind of high up in the mountains here. Well, not too high, about 2,600 feet, but right near some very tall mountains. And here's the city here, sitting surrounded by big farmlands. Interesting place. I'm excited to explore this. It's a city of about 1 million. Lots to see. Let's start in what looks like kind of the main old town here. One of the main streets here. See what we find. All right, we're on the street here. Already welcome with a nice view along this tree-lined street. Looks like is there parking along this street actually? I can't quite tell. Maybe it's just traffic. No, I think it is parking. I guess it doesn't get too busy here. Major residential area too. Big old apartment buildings here. Long blocks of kind of, a lot of it Soviet era buildings, I assume. I don't know if we can take a left there. We'll keep heading down the street. I always love these streets with the big park along the way, kind of boulevard. People checking out the camera here. A few people out and about. Looks pretty cold out. Not sure what season we're looking at here. Interesting building up here. I think this is one of the government buildings. Let's pop up here. See what we can find. Interesting, yeah. Ministry of Culture. Okay. Yeah, major cultural center here. Let's get on over here. Bunch of statues here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at these. Wow, this looks straight out of Cinderella, these carriages. You can take a tour around the city. I'm sure a tourist attraction, but I might climb in there. How much could that be? Maybe $20? I have no idea. I think that'd be a fun thing to do, though, if you can afford it. Get a ride around town, old-fashioned style. And I don't know if I've ever seen a carriage quite like that. Interesting. All right. It's a city of about 1 million people, just over maybe. Looks like there's some bikes you can take a tour on there too. Number of people out and about. Somebody with a camera there. Yeah. Great old government buildings here. I like the look of this one. Boy, what a strong stance that has. More government or cultural buildings here on the left as well. Pretty grand view of things. Interesting. This is the capital city, as I said, of Kyrgyzstan. So you would expect a bunch of buildings like this, of course. Offices, all that kind of thing. Not too many people out, but again, it does feels like it's pretty chilly right now. This is an interesting statue here, or clearly some separation happening there, related to its history, obviously. Are they pushing off the black rock? Not sure what the meaning of that one is. I have to look closer at it. It's kind of interesting, though. I think this white one is the one to be celebrated, and they're casting aside this broken part. That's what it seems. Open to interpretation, perhaps. Interesting building here on the right. Very concrete style building there. Interesting. Well, people have been in this region for a very long time. Oh, I like this mural on the side of the building there. Kyrgyz travel. I wonder if we can take a left here. Oh, we can. I'm going to go down one of these smaller streets. Yeah, people have been around here for a long time, of course, going way back a few thousand years. But it wasn't really founded as a town until around 1825. It used to be kind of a caravan rest stop on one of the branches of the Silk Road that ran through these mountains here. We're kind of right in the middle, or right adjacent to a large mountain range. Beautiful light coming in. Oh wow, look at this. Look at this old Soviet plane there. I saw this in another, I think in a Russian city. Not sure what that is, a Tu something jet fighter back from the 50s or 60s maybe. Love seeing that though. I'd walk around that. It's kind of random here, but maybe there's an air museum back there. That could be. You always end up left with these airplanes and military equipment from either conflicts or whether there was a conflict or not. You know, all these governments build massive military capability and then eventually it gets outdated, whether it was used or not. And you got to put it somewhere or dismantle it. Interesting little picture here. Academy, maybe. Interesting depiction of that figure there. Coca-Cola sign here on the left. Of course, they're here. Of course. Looks like a bunch of restaurants all around here. And they're advertising, of course, that they serve Coca-Cola here. Interesting. Looks like some nice little shopping in there, though. I would definitely walk in there. Mixture of vehicles here. Some European. Got a Mercedes. Some Honda. Definitely seeing a mixture of Japanese, European vehicles. Turkish Cargo. DHL. All right. Reebok. Yeah, a few familiar brands here. To me, at least. This looks like a yummy place. Yum, yum. So anyways, back to their history. In 1825, kind of the value became clear of the controlling the region. So a fort was built here by the Uzbeks. And the city was called Bishkek. And obviously the current name has to be derived from that. It's very similar. Pretty tall new building going in there. That's nice to see. Some new construction, new apartment building, it looks like. I'd give that a thumbs up, definitely. Look at this old vehicle here. That is funny looking, I have to say. Cute little thing. Perhaps a bus, public transit vehicle, or can't quite tell you. Numbered there, some sort of bus situation. Cute little thing. Mercedes. Interesting. As I was saying, yeah, lots of Mercedes around. Some BMW. This whole new shopping center here looks nice. Get some clothing there, probably. Yeah, nice development right here. Let's pop up. Let us pop up and see if we can get a sense of this. Laid out very well as a grid here. Interesting. So we kind of were over here a little bit. Let's check out this park. Look at this star-shaped park. Here's Spartak Stadium. I think that's the largest stadium in Kyrgyzstan, I read. Let's just drop down into a random photograph in this park. Oh, here's a nice sunny day. Beautiful out here. Much more appealing than some of those kind of wintry views. Every city looks prettier in summer, of course. Yeah, nice park. Oh, we can actually move around here a little bit. Feel very low to the ground. Little fountain here, perhaps closed or maybe just not opened yet for the season. Looks like we're here in May. So sometimes those fountains, at least where I live, takes a few months to open. Yeah, it looks like there's all kinds of games and stuff here. This is a proper fun area here Fun for the whole family. Got some bumper cars, that kind of thing. Panfilov Park. Mini zoo park. Oh yeah. Okay, well I definitely check that out. That's cool. Let's get a glance at the stadium, why not? Oh, right outside the stadium. Okay. Well, there you go. Looks like kind of an older stadium. Nothing too remarkable about it to my eyes, but you know, good size to it. Let's go down another street up here by the Economic University. There's the university building, one of them. Interesting. There's a nice vehicle there. Interesting. Well, that fort was eventually conquered a few decades later by the Russians under the Tsar, and they annexed the whole region back in the 1800s, mid 1800s, I think. And can I take a right here? No. I'll just keep going straight, I guess. Interesting. And yeah, the fort was destroyed. I think the town was kind of destroyed. It was very small at that time. Yeah, it might have just primarily even been the fort. And they rebuilt a new city here. And a lot of peasants moved from... A lot of basically Russian peasants moved in and started farming in the area. It's very lush farming. I want to get a look at some of that farming area. Newer place going in here, or perhaps being remodeled. There's a nice rendering of it. Looks nearly complete here, just got to put in some windows. A few people out in the sidewalks. Sure would be better to see this all in summer. Doesn't help anything to have that dreary winter look. You know, not criticizing it exactly, but it's just, yeah, any place that has a cold winter, everything just gets gray a bit when the trees lose their leaves. Beautiful light coming in here, though. Some single-family residents, it looks like we're getting in this district. We're still very close, or we're still really in the proper downtown area here, so mostly going to be apartment buildings, I'm sure. Interesting. Auto place. Lots of parks here, tons of green spaces, big open spaces. I feel like it was really well laid out for that. They really took that into consideration here. It seems to me there's just a big park stretch there, another one up there. A fair amount of parks, at least, you have to say. Love how this one stretches all the way. That's really nice. See that? Let's pop up here a little bit. I kind of want to get a view of this farmland before we spend too much more time in the downtown area, which, don't worry, we're going to get right back. I just want to get out and kind of see some of these farms. It's pretty neat to see those farms from up above. Wow, there's the distant mountains. You see that? Maybe we'll get over there later. Pretty idyllic out here. While I have your attention, I want to encourage you to consider supporting me on Patreon. Started one a few weeks ago. It's only $3 to join. And I got some bonus tours going up there. Just recorded one last week up there. And eventually you'll be able to vote on where I go next as a member of there. And consider checking it out. I'd really appreciate it. If you can't do that, at least give me a subscribe. I'd appreciate that too. That means a lot. Not sure how these algorithms work, but I hear that helps. Pretty flat out here, though. It's kind of amazingly flat, considering how close we are to some epic mountains. Some of these mountains get up to like 16,000 feet. These are major mountains up in here. All right, let's get back into things. I have to check out, this caught me as I was dropping down. Isn't this development interesting? Giant concentric circles. Let's kind of start on one of these streets and head in. It's all just housing here. A couple guys out walking in. No real sidewalks in this part of town. Pretty quiet here. Very quiet. These are some old homes here. I think, at least. Looks older. This is not really what I expected to see from above. I thought that would be like a pretty new development, but this is old. This is quite old. Kind of cool to see that. I wonder what made them want to lay it out like this, just for fun, or you know. Wow, I like this building here a lot. That's circular glass. There's a gas station. 45. Not sure. I saw what their currency is, but I forgot to write it down. The currency is something like 61 to a dollar. So that's probably per liter there. I'd have to look it up. Lots of little signs around here. People selling stuff. Mostly residential. Apothecary. I think that's what that is, of course. Maybe a salon there. Looks like a pretty peaceful place. Just like peaceful in the sense of just feels quiet. We're quite far away from many other major cities here. Lots of trading here. It's a major agricultural town. That's a big part of their economy here. Some older vehicles here. Let's pop up again. That's kind of neat. Is there anything of note at the center? Not really. All right, I think we took a right at that turn there. Just a regular old intersection. Let's go down another street. Okay, we kind of hit that area a little bit. Not for a moment do I think I really have seen much of any of the places I dropped in, but, you know, get a little taste. Here's a newer building that went up. Or at least it was recently reclad. Not sure. Looks new. Market here on the left. I read they have a number of markets here. Kind of, secondhand. I would definitely go in there. Yeah, a few markets and bazaars, that kind of thing. There's bears there. Interesting. Back in 1926, to get to their history again. So of course there was the Russian Revolution, and Kyrgyzstan was, of course, all part of that. And this became the capital city of the Kyrgyz ASSR. ASSR, that is, yeah. And the city was actually renamed Frunze after Mikhail Frunze, who was a Lenin associate who was from here. I think there's actually a statue of him around somewhere. Here's a more proper bus service. I'm not sure what we were seeing there earlier. I think it was just whatever, private tours or something, private bus. They have obviously full-size buses here. It's the city of a million, that's what you'd expect. Nice building there. Can I take a right here? Yes, I can. Yeah, newer place. Pretty busy over here though. Another new building going in there. Kind of like the look of that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm impressed by the number of developments I've seen here. When I was reading some places online, and they seemed to be saying that there was not like a ton of new stuff. Kind of there was still had that Soviet look to things, which certainly is true. But I've breezed by a good number of brand new places going up here, so that's really good to see. Of course, you want a city to continue to grow, and especially one that kind of came out of sort of that past, very mixed past, and it's all quite recent. So it wasn't until the Soviet Union broke up in the early 90s, 1991. So basically there was regionally, there was huge riots in Kyrgyzstan back in the 90s, 1990. There were riots, and for a number of reasons, I suppose. And the city actually was renamed then on February 5th, 1991 to Bishkek. Its current name, of course. I like this building here on the left. That's interesting. Something neat about that. Dream home. That's a pretty good looking home. Nice place. I don't know if dream home seems a little... I mean, it's nice. I appreciate the English, though. Dog House exclusive. Yeah, tons of new places going in here. Great street here. Maybe that is a dream home. If I was moving here, I'd probably want to move to this street. It seems like where a lot of people are moving. And brand new building like that. I don't know. Maybe that is a dream home. Look at this place here. Looks like it must be being demolished. This is all just kind of decrepit there. Goodness. This pretty wild design here. Oh man. That is interesting. Alright, we're kind of back to where we were earlier. Let's see, let's move over here a little further west of things. How about here? We'll head back into the city a little bit. Advertising corn and peas there. Must be a grocery store around here, or maybe that is. Interesting building up ahead on the right. I like the look of that. Maybe the train station. We're kind of going over a small river here. Oh, wow. Oh, I like the look of this place here. Goodness, isn't that interesting? I don't think it is a train station. I don't know. Can't read that. Grand. Something about those arches has that train station look. I want to pop up and see. Bishkek Grand. I don't know. Not sure. Might just be a shopping place. Prayer room. Oh, interesting. I saw there was a large mosque here. Somewhere over around here. Sport Palace. Maybe we'll see it again later. Obviously, the Russian Orthodox Church is here too. I'm sure we'll see a first good one I see of that. I'll be sure to drop inside. Yeah. So shortly after the city was renamed, then the country achieved independence in later that year in 91. And now it's pretty much a modern city. And I read a lot of businesses have headquarters here. 21 banks have headquarters here. Boy, it's such a shame we've all winter views here. Still liking the sights, still enjoying just seeing this part of the world. But a pity it's not in spring or something. Lots of new places and definitely some older buildings around too. All of these have great renderings outside. Gotta appreciate that. Let's pop up again. Let us pop up. Just up. Oh, here's the State University. Look at this. Here's Frunz Street. So that, again, that's the name. That was the name of the city, Frunz, for a few decades at least. statue out front of this university building. Looks like a nice campus. Lots of green spaces again. Well, they would be green, but it's winter. You know, it's open spaces. Good number of people out walking around. Interesting. Want to pop up again? Interesting. Lots of universities here. Here's back to that Star Park. Let's see. Oh, Victory Square. Let's make sure we see this. Drop down by... Wow. Whoa. Look at this thing. Epic. Oh, an eternal flame they have here, I assume. Wow. I didn't get to see this in any of the pictures I saw earlier online. Wonder if we can get a wider view of that. I couldn't tell what I was seeing there. Oh, here's a good view of it. Wow. Very impressive. I wonder when this was built. And who that represents. Not sure. Big space here. Get a good sense of the skyline here. Not too many very tall buildings, but a good handful that are 15 stories, 10, 15 stories. Huh. Vostrachka. Boy, what a big place. A lab there. The Kyrgyz State Circus. Oh. Should we drop inside here? I wonder if we can. Oh, we're not really... Okay. It's not quite what I hoped for. I was hoping we could actually... I wanted to see the circus, I guess, if I'm being honest. Obviously, you could come here. I like this building here. This is neat. Love that old style. Definitely has that Soviet look. Something was demolished here. Look at that. Interesting. Something new going in, maybe. Oh, here's that large mosque. Oh, yeah. We'll drop in here. Oh, wow. This is nice. Look at that. Completely empty right now, but... Well, we're here, I guess. Nicely adorned ceiling. Nicely painted. Not sure when this was built. Pretty nice looking place though. Gardens out front here. Oh yeah. Tall minarets. Interesting. Yeah, it has a really, really classic look to that. The dome too. I like that style. Let's see. What else should we check out? I want to get up further north here. I heard about this bazaar. Oh yeah, here it is up here. Right by this northern cemetery, which I would love to go in there, but it looks like it's pretty much closed. You can kind of see over the wall there a little bit. Huh. I'll definitely go for a walk through there, if it's open to the public. But here's this bazaar here. That's their term. We use that term in English too, but it is kind of a unusual term. Dordoy Bazaar. Looks very busy here from above. Not so busy on the street. Well, maybe perhaps busy with vehicles, but not quite what I expected. I want to get to the shopping area. People coming in here with shopping bags. Interesting how they've used these. Oh, it's not what I expected. Okay, maybe we can get it further inside. Oh, yeah. Okay. Definitely people out here doing some shopping. This feels very busy. I'm sure you could buy just about anything here. Food and clothing and whatever you want. It looks really large from above and feels somewhat overwhelming on the ground here too. I mean, look at this. This whole major shopping area. Wonder if we can get inside at all. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Anything you could want to buy, I'm sure you could get here. Clothing, it's all in these shipping containers. Each of these shipping containers like represents a store, I guess. That's a pretty neat way to do things. I could see that being a hit in a lot of cities, actually. It's a really good idea. Could keep it secure. I like that a lot, actually. Now, I don't know about that second floor. How would that be any good to anyone? But, I have to think about that. There's no balcony, really. But it's all kind of built around storage containers. At least that portion of it. That's pretty neat and unique to my eyes. Tons of signs everywhere. Alright. I could spend a long time here. Goodness, time flies. Water treatment plant. Boy, that does not look like a water treatment plant. No way. That's got to be something else. Some sort of power station, perhaps. Looks like piles of coal there. Look at these old train cars here. Are those just parked here or still in use? Those look really quite old. But I guess they might still work fine. Pretty grand views, though, of those towers. And it does feel Soviet with these trains and the pipes there, and it's got that look. I like this view along here, though. Love to go for a walk through this whole street here. Wow. Yeah, there's those trains parked. It's really hard to tell. I mean, they seem to be in use. I guess, as long as they're working fine. Doesn't matter if they're a little dated. Alright. Boy, I let time slip away from me. I missed so much. Alright, if you know this region well, let me know what I missed and I'll try to come back and check it out. I always do. There's a high school. Actually, while we're in the region, let's just quickly... I don't know when I'll get back to here. Again, I just want to see some of these countryside views, because I think one of the real benefits of living here... Oh my goodness. Look at this. Are these poppies? Is that what that is? I always forget my flowers. Whoa. Wonderful views here of these flowers. The distant city, I think somewhere back over there maybe. Or perhaps over there. Wonderful views. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Yeah. One of the benefits of living so near this kind of wild area of these mountains and oh my goodness. Look at this. Well, you have access to all this. You're just a few miles from wild country. Yeah, I'd give this 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. My. All right, maybe one more view up from these hills. Oh boy. All right, if I ever get to Kyrgyzstan, I definitely want to do some serious climbing and hiking. And I'll hang out in the city too, I promise, but I want to get out to these countrysides. Boy, you can almost breathe that fresh air, I think. Looks like there's this whole path you can go up here. Whoa, look at that. Man. Impressive. All right. Well, look at that. Those are major mountains. Goodness. All right. That was really cool. I'll have to get back to Kyrgyzstan again. What are some other good cities in Kyrgyzstan to visit? Let me know in the comments too, and I'll put them on my list. For now, though, I'm going to add it to my map. Bishkek. Let's see. Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, tell your friends. There it is on the map. Yeah, I gotta get back to this region. Look at all this space I haven't checked out. No excuse for that. Alright, I'll be back soon, I promise. Alright, till next time.